Hey, you beautiful souls. LT here again for day number 16 of the Affirmation Challenge. And today's affirmation is going to be May you experience humility. So, telling ourselves, May I experience humility. And contrary to, when I first, first talked about humility or first heard the concept of humility, it was always a bad thing. It was always this thing like, this person needs to humble this person, or you need to swallow your pride and be humble, like these sort of things. It was always a thing that you didn't have enough of. It was always there's always such a negative connotation with it. So I would just kind of want to share, what my thoughts are on it now, and how this hopefully doesn't sound like the worst thing, and maybe you can get something from it. So many times when we say, you know, like to humble yourself, it's always to bring yourself low, right? A lot of times, maybe we get overconfident. Maybe we start to think that we're better than others, or the situation can always be, you know, uh, complex. But humility can be that, right? It can be the whole, like, you know what? I know I'm not better than anybody, right? I'm not better than, you know, like, as a person, we're all just people, right? We are all human incarnations on this world, and humility can help with that. And I think a lot of times that's what we think of, but I think so much of it, I know for myself, when I was getting sober and when I was kind of starting to practice these things, I needed to humble myself the other way, right? So it's not only that we're not better than anybody, we're no worse than anybody either. Um, so many times I looked at myself like the biggest piece of shit. I looked at myself as just lower than low, never good enough for anything. That every single other person was better than I was. Like, my life should just be used to make other people feel better because I'm worthless, right? And I remember the first time I heard somebody say, like, dude, you need to, like, he told me I needed to humble myself. Uh, but he'd say, because you think that you're so much lower than other people. You're on the same level. We're all just people. You're not any worse or any better than me. But you need to practice the other way. And it was kind of, I never heard humility like that. I never heard somebody say that. And I started looking and I started seeing, like, just bringing some awareness to where I saw myself in this world. And it was so much. I was always looking up to other people. I was always looking up upon other people's success and looking at what other people accomplished, and never do I think that I deserve that. Um, so that can be that. Um, a lot of times it's acknowledging just like the fact that you're not always right. You know, for me, and that doesn't even mean like a better than or less than or anything like that. It's just kind of remembering there's other perspectives, right? Um, and just remembering that the way that I see things is only one way, and that there's usually tons of different ways to see situations. So that's kind of, I guess, what I think of with humility. So I hope that today you can take a step back and either humble yourself up or down, or just take a step back and realize, okay, you know what? There's an even wider perspective on whatever situations you deal with. Writing about this, I always got a lot out of it, and I noticed that every day, if I practice this one, I experience all of the above. Right? I'm never just one of these things. So I hope that helps you. I will be back again tomorrow, and I love you guys.